Is it possible to make $100 in one day on DoorDash Earn By Time mode? Today we're going to find out just that. So I started my shift at 11:45 today. Got my first order. It was Jersey Mike's and Ramen and Bao. So I accepted that. I immediately checked to see if there was any tips associated with this order. Now in order to do that, you're going to want to click the circle. It's like a gear on the top left hand side of your screen. So I clicked that. I scroll down a little bit, and then where it says this offer, it's going to tell you if there's any tips. So I checked that. It said $9.75, I believe. So that's the total amount of tips for these two orders. Just dropped off the first order. That was Jersey Mike's. Let's get this money. As long as you make 105 hours, you pass DoorDash. All right, so we took care of those first two orders. After I took care of those two, I had to drive back to the hot zone. So I drove about 5-10 minutes. Literally 10 seconds after I parked, this order came in. DoorDash Earn By Time, tropical smoothie, I think the restaurant was called. Never delivered for them. I think they're a new restaurant. Now this order is going pretty far. So I seen there was a $4 tip. So I'll make about $15 for the 40 minutes. I normally go for $20 every 40 minutes, but this is DoorDash Earn By Time, so took care of that tropical smoothie cafe order. After I dropped it off, I seen the pay was about $16. Wasn't too bad. So I planned on switching work zones, but the DoorDash app glitched. It didn't give me the option to switch work zones, so that was kind of frustrating. So I started heading back to my work zone. I got an Uber Eats offer for about $5.75. Said like 13 minutes. And this was bringing me back to my work zone, so I took that. While I was taking care of that, I got a DoorDash offer from Starbucks. So I took that as well. It took me a couple minutes to finish up that Uber Eats, but it was right on the way to the pickup for the DoorDash. I checked the tip. There was no tip. This order is actually bringing me to a better work zone, so I had to take that into account as well. Because I had the Uber Eats, because it's bringing me towards a better work zone, I ended up deciding to go through with this no tip order. You just got to evaluate the bigger picture. Sometimes they're worth it. Most of the time they're not. I'm on my way to drop off this DoorDash order now. Trying to get $20 per hour to hit that $100 for 5-hour goal. Hopefully things pick up. Alright, update here. We took care of that Starbucks order. Customer didn't tip. After I dropped that off, I started heading to a better work zone. On my way, I got an Uber Eats offer for $7, so I ended up taking that just to keep the money coming in. I already dropped that off. I just stopped at Moe's to get some food. Taking a quick little break here, eating a little bit. We're at about $45 DoorDash, $12 Uber Eats for 3 hours. So $57 for the 3 hours. In my opinion, that's horrible. This is for research purposes. Sometimes you gotta take one for the team. Let's see if things pick up. Keep in mind it is a Tuesday. It's 2:45 right now. So this is when it's slow. I almost forgot to show y'all the food. I know y'all want to see the food. We got some goodness. We lit. Let's get it. Y'all want a bite? So we had some chaos and madness and pandemonium that I gotta inform you about. So, anyway, I got a $13 Uber Eats offer from Chili's, so I accepted that. I then got another Uber Eats add-on for $6 Chipotle, so I took that also. That'll make it $20 for 2 Uber Eats orders. I then got an offer from Chick-fil-A on DoorDash Earn By Time. So I took that also. So I had 3 orders. The DoorDash Earn By Time was about 20 minutes estimate, so that'd be about $6 pay. I checked to see if there was a tip. There was no tip on that DoorDash order. So I had to decide what I wanted to do here. So here's what I did. I kept all 3. I went to the first Uber Eats pickup, Chili's, the $13 order. And when I got there, they told me someone else already picked up the order. I'm the 3rd driver. Someone else just came to pick it up after the first driver picked it up. So I'm like, all right, thanks for letting me know. You guys don't want to remake it, right? They're like, no. So they're like, maybe you could let the customer know what happened. I'm like, yeah, sure, maybe after I call Uber support, get it canceled the right way, hopefully, try to get some money. So I left Chili's, a little bit disappointed, but not surprised. Chick-fil-A was right across the street, so I went on over to Chick-fil-A, picked up that order, and I called Uber support. So at first, I couldn't even call them. There was no option. So I had to do the messaging. So I went through the messaging. I was able to type then. So I put talk to agent. And then it was like, before I get you an agent, let me try to help you. What do you need help with? So I just typed no. And then it's like, I don't understand. What do you need help with? And then I clicked talk to agent again. And then it finally gave me the option of home. Oh, I got another DoorDash order. All right, sorry about that. I checked that DoorDash order. We'll get to that. So just to continue with the Uber Eats support call, I did wait on hold for a minute. I got through to the support agent. I waited about 3 to 5 minutes for the supervisor. She came on the line, so she was really cool and helpful. I told her what happened. I would like compensation for my time and efforts. So she said, all right, let me look into this, see what I could do, put you on hold. She came back a couple seconds later. I was like, wow, that was quick. She was laughing. And then she said she was able to give me $10 compensation pay for my troubles. So that worked out good. You just got to know the game, what to say, how to get to a supervisor. And I got $10 last week for the same situation, so I was kind of worried I wasn't going to get it because I did like last week or 2 weeks ago. I'll check, throw it on the screen for you. So yeah, that worked out good. That no tip order, instead of being $6 for 20 minutes, I ended up making $16 for that 20 minutes because I got the $10 just to cancel that Uber Eats order. That worked out good. After I dropped that off, headed back to my work zone. On my way back to my work zone, about a couple minutes after drop off, I got a Panera order. And then I checked the tip. It was $2.70 tip. So that's going to be about $10 for 30 minutes. So I took that. On the way to pick that up, that's when the second DoorDash order came through. That was Pancheros. That was no tip. It would have been $3 for 10 minutes, so I just canceled it. I'm about to be at my Panera customer now. Update y'all soon. Yay, back. Took care of that Panera order, and then we headed back to the work zone. I ended up getting another DoorDash order from Crumble Cookies. I was parked right in front of the restaurant waiting for orders, and then I got one. So this was like 6 miles. So I accepted it. I checked the tip. There was no tip on this order. Surprise, surprise. So I thought about canceling it. Honestly, I probably should have, but I went through with it. I made like $5.50 for like the 17 minutes or whatever. But then I had to drive back to my work zone another 10 minutes. So it wasn't worth it at all, but took one for the team. My completion rate was 91, so I only had one more cancel available. All right, so I took care of that Crumble, headed back to my work zone, and then I got a Uber Eats, $6, 2 miles. So I figured take that, keep me busy while I wait for a DoorDash. So Right when I finished that, I did get a DoorDash offer earned by time from Kava and Pancheros. So I took that one. It says it's going to be like 40 or 50 minutes. So yeah, I accepted this one just to bring me back closer to home, just to finish out this video. This should be about $15. So that should get us to about $80 on DoorDash. And then we'll also have the $30 on Uber Eats. So it looks like we're going to end up with $110 for 5.5 hours, which does average out to $20 per hour. But I wasn't able to make that on just DoorDash. I had to use Uber Eats also. So just a little preview of our recap. After I take care of these 2 deliveries, we'll recap fully. I currently have both orders in the car, heading to my first drop-off. The first drop-off is at a liquor store. I might have to buy something for myself after today. I'm just kidding. I got a little something at home if I did want to drink, but honestly, I don't drink very often. If I'm like going out for dinner, I'll have a beer, but whatever. Let's not get too sidetracked. About to be at the liquor store. I'll update y'all, let you know if I get anything. Update y'all after I take care of these orders. Stay tuned. Alright, we took care of those last 2 DoorDash orders from Kava and Panchero. Both orders were ready when I arrived for pickup, so I proceeded on to the drop-offs. After I dropped it off, I seen the pay was like $18, so that was pretty good for this last order. That got us to approximately $115 for the day. I'll put the totals on the screen. I believe it was $29 Uber, and then $86 DoorDash. So DoorDash did not hit the $100. DoorDash, you failed. We did end up working 5.5 hours, so we made like $16 per hour, which is less than the hourly rate. Luckily, I was able to take some Uber Eats orders, so I did make the $20 per hour that I was shooting for, but it wasn't because of DoorDash. So looking back, I did make a few mistakes. Now, trying to do DoorDash Earn By Time, you want to make sure you're doing it at the right times. 5 to 9 should be busy, busy, busy. Now, all in all, it was okay because I did Uber Eats also. Next Tuesday, definitely not doing this again. Next video, we'll do how easy is it to make $100 on DoorDash Earn Per Offer, just to compare and contrast. Normally, I've been doing a lot of Shipt lately, and then Uber Eats has been my second. So I'm just trying to get back into DoorDash, make some videos about DoorDash, get a feel for how the market is now that this time has passed. I did drive about 100 miles today, so today was horrible. DoorDash, you fail. Maybe we'll try this again, and we'll try it at a better time. But that does it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, tell me how you feel in the comments below, and subscribe to support the channel. We're on our road to 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all of y'all. Until next time, Mr. Hustle, out.